Here you can see the carbon monoxide detector in its operating state. Although it shows the battery condition, nothing else on the display appears while the status is normal and there's no carbon monoxide detected. This is different from most other carbon monoxide detectors, which typically show a 0 to indicate 0 parts per million. You can see the green light, which if a carbon monoxide condition existed would change to red, and the setting would show up on the display. The snorting in the background is not me, that is my dog. Here I'm going to activate the test button by pushing and holding it in. The only other user input is the peak level button, which in this case does not show anything because we've not had any carbon monoxide detected. And another interesting feature besides the way the display works on this unit is the fact that the power plug can be separated from the unit itself. This might, according to the manual, this is useful if you want to mount it either higher or lower than your outlets. I personally don't see a reason to do that because even the manual states that a foot off the ground on a wall is a perfectly acceptable place to mount it. However, if you have a room that your outlets are very high, close to the ceiling, they do not recommend mounting it in that location, which would make this ability to separate it from the plug useful. And the reason for not wanting to mount it too close to the ceiling is that, according to the manual, again, carbon monoxide would not circulate that far up. Once you plug it in, it comes on very quickly. To change the battery, you do not have to remove it from the wall. It came with 2 AA batteries, and they can easily be installed while it's plugged in. The lifetime of the batteries should be very long because as long as it's plugged into a functioning outlet, it runs off of your household's current.